with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Addison on the out route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this is caught at the end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Slot man moves right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, his 2nd sack of the night. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast, They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The slot man in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
13, Luke. 11.
Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Foyesade and Milliken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Drop 60. Mustang 19.
Back to throw here. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Josh Allen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on fourth down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
11, Agate.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Lawrence picked by his former teammate at Clemson, Andrew Booth. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Lawrence will throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Their own 24-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 41 yards. And the Jaguars start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kenedawagu now out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 18-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Vikings.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Akers will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Cam Akers.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The point after is good, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
35. Vikings 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Etienne once more. And some space here. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Jacksonville, first and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll only
get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jags, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.